But before I get in more trouble, let's do the male. And the one problem I've always had with sororities is that they don't allow men, Josh.
Indeed. 7 sorority sisters sue University of Wyoming for admitting a trans woman who they allege has voyeuristically peeped at them while visibly aroused. And this is about a person called Artemis Langford, who's 21. He joined their chapter in September 2022. He's 6'2".
Yeah.
He weighs 260 pounds. He's
beautiful woman.
He is a beautiful, beautiful woman. He's trying to get to live, she or whatever, inside this house with this 50 women. And they say that he sort of turns up and they say he had an erection. They said that a few times he's had a pillow over his lap. Classic. I mean, I've got a pillow over my lap right now.
That's how you know he's definitely a man.
That's how you know he's definitely... you got the don't take away my pillow, Lewis.
Yeah, and it's a very American solution to this problem. They're suing, you know what I mean? And that's the great way of dealing with it.
It goes back to courts, because when it goes to the courts with this stuff, it shows some of the dangers here of just allowing a man into this female environment, a female space.
I'm a radical feminist now because I'm against this. It's so my views haven't changed, but I'm suddenly a feminist, Lewis. I mean, this is absolutely mad. And the people that support this, these like weird lefty sort of middle-aged men on Twitter that support it, like Jolly and Moore. It's so bizarre. Lewis, this is madness, isn't it?
It's madness because it's a sorority house. I've tried going into sororities many times.
Right, that was the first court case.
Yeah.
That's why you moved to the UK, isn't it?
And,
after you went to Panama, then...
And at the end of the day, there are 50 women in this house, right? Isn't there supposed to be like 50 women? Only 7 are suing. And the other people, I say let them in and do what women do, which is make the guy's life miserable.
And that's the feminist take on this, by the way, guys. You know what was amazing? And I'm just going to go to it here. This was incredible. This was basically the women who complained about this were told, if you have something to say about this that isn't respectful, keep it to yourself. It's like telling women to shut up is now progressive. Well, that's where we are.
In the sort of the gender critical people, they're called handmaidens. Those. Who do that kind of thing, who are fighting essentially for male rights, the right for a man who's an intact, you know, physically got all his bits, he's got a pillow, and for him to go in and gawp at these women.
The only thing I don't understand, Josh, is it's often called misogyny, and I agree, like, if people are, like, assaulting Kelly J. Keane in New Zealand, it's disgusting, it could be called misogynist, that act, but is the motivation misogyny, or is it sort of this leftism, this woke ideology that's got out of control? You know what I mean? Is the motivation
misogyny has always existed on the far left. Always. Yeah. I mean, if you look at the Labour Party, they've never had a female leader. So it's always part of it, and the further left you go into like the Socialist Workers' Party, I believe there were some rape accusations that things were withheld and whatnot. So it's always been part of that.
Okay, well you'll be getting a few more tweets.